everyone, it's me, Morgan.
And it's me, Zane.
And we're here in the Teen Maker Space. And for the month of November, we are bringing to you this really cute mushroom jar lantern.
Ooh,
yeah.
Look at that.
I know, I think it's really, really pretty. And a felt bird bookmark, which is really, really cute, if you guys can see that. And then, yeah, that's about it.
Bird up.
Yeah, let's get started. Alright everybody, so for the first part of this craft bag, you're going to go ahead and get out your jar. You should have some glue or Mod Podge. They're pretty much the same thing. I just wrote glue on top of them. And we're going to share this for 2 of the projects, so try not to use all the glue. I don't think you will. That would be impressive. So go ahead and grab your paintbrush. You should have a little bit of twine thrown in there, a tea light. You'll need to grab a pair of scissors that you own, and also grab the tissue paper. So we'll have white, off-white. It's like kind of hard to see the difference, but it's a little different. And then red. So first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is take my lid off of my mason jar here. And I'm going to put it off to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and just start painting my jar here like this. I guess gluing my jar. Just going to go all over it. So this is going to make the jar kind of like hard to see, or kind of hard to see inside of. It's kind of like we're making it foggy. Just try not to make it like too thick and chunky, because the thicker it is, the longer it's going to take to dry. Okay, while this is drying now, I'm going to go ahead and take my tissue paper. And you guys should also have a template, just some type of mushroom template, or you can look them up online. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is the stems. So I'm just going to take my off-white tissue paper here, and I'm going to make a bunch of different stems like really quickly by just folding it, like layering it like this, kind of like what you would do with a snowflake. So I'm just going to start over at the edge and just kind of do a weird like stem shape for this mushroom. A few different types of stems here now. I think this looks cool. And I'm going to do the same thing with the tops of the mushrooms, like the mushroom caps. I'm just going to fold this tissue paper so I can get multiple cuts in. And then with the last little bit of white tissue paper, I'm just going to fold it a lot, like over and over on itself, because I need a bunch of little tiny dots just to make the spots for the mushroom. So I folded it over, I don't know, like 6 or 7 times, and then I'm just going to take it and make really small circles in these. There's some little circles. So that's pretty much the entire construction part for the tissue paper. So now I'm going to grab my jar again and my glue. Then you can already see that it's like almost all the way dry, but it's harder to see inside because I, painted glue all over the jar. So I'm just going to start painting on one of the parts again, and then I'm just going to lay my mushroom like stem here. One of the parts. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take one of the long ones here, place it right at the bottom, and just tap it into place. And it's okay if it gets wrinkly. I think it kind of looks good, like wrinkled up a little bit. So I might just do that on purpose, just like pull it together, and even if it rips a little, I think that looks cool. Alright, and I'll do a big mushroom cap here. Okay, and then I am not going to put any glue over top of it yet. I'm gonna let that dry first. I'm just gonna do the same thing and go around the entire jar and just place my mushroom tissue paper things where I think they look good without going over like glue over top of it. So now that I have my mushroom jar covered with mushrooms, I'm gonna go ahead here, take my glue again, and my little white dots that I have like everywhere. I'm going to go over top of the red mushroom caps with the glue. I just did. Just lightly do it so you're not to rip the tissue paper off. Okay, guys, I have my jar like super gluey now. It needs some time to dry before I add the twine and then the tea light and then put the lid back on it. So I'm going to just set it off to the side for about like an hour to dry, and then I will come back and show you guys the finished look. So I have my jar all the way glued and dried now. I think it looks really, really cute. So the next part I'm going to do is take my twine here, which I already have it cut out for you guys, but I just need to cut this like that. And I'm going to find the two ends here, just trying to make this even. And then at the very bottom lip, like right here, is where we're going to tie this around. So again, I'm going to pull this out so I try to make this as even as possible. And then I'm just going to like wrap this around here just to make it pretty. Pretty much just what we're doing is adding some twine to decorate it and make it nice looking. Alright, so you can make a little handle on this if you want, or you can just twist it around and tie like a little bow. Like that's cute. But the directions call for like a little handle, so if you want to do it that way, you got to do it a little bit differently. So find the ends again, and then find the bottom lip. Alright, so then I'm going to tie a knot right here. Well, regardless, there is a way to make some type of like handle with this, but I'm not remembering how to do this at the moment. I don't know why, I apologize. But I'm just going to go ahead and tie it off and make it like a cute little like knot in here like that. That looks fine.
Looks homey now.
Yeah, that looks really cute.
Or even has like a little tie.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I'll move it like right there so you can see it better. But yeah, you can tie a little bow. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy. And then again, turn on your little tea light, pop it in the middle here. And then this thing's gonna turn off the light for me. Put this on. And then there you go. It's a cute little jar. I'll tilt it a little bit. It's not gonna look as good as it did in the beginning, but I still think it looks pretty cute. All right, guys. So for this next part of your craft bag, we are going to be doing the paper clip bird things. So you will need creatures. Yes, you will need glue and a Sharpie, your paper clips. You should have multicolor ones. I just have some boring silver ones. You might need your paintbrush. You'll need to grab a pair of scissors, a bird template, and then assorted felt pieces. So first thing I'm going to do is move my glue and some of my other stuff out of the way because it's more of like for the finishing touches. So I'm gonna just leave that here. Really, I just need to cut out my bird stencil here, so. Okay, so I got one. And then if you'd like, you can also cut out the wings. And there's two of each one just in case you need it, but really you should just be able to use one of these and then just flip it to the other side. If you want to make your bird double-sided, you can just make it single-sided if you'd like. And then if you want to cut out the eyes and the beak here as well, then we can just leave this as our example over here so we can kind of look at it off to the side. All right, so the black felt is just going to be for the eyeball. I guess if you want a black beak, you can, or a black wing. I didn't give you guys like a ton of black felt because we're gonna focus more on the pretty colors, like the fall colors, the November colors. So we kind of first need to decide what we want our main bird part to look like. So I feel like a nice orange. I really like this orange a lot, so what should I do? Like a sturdy one. I like this too. Okay, I'm gonna use this one first. Again, you can make more than one bird. You guys have plenty of this stuff here. Oh, gotta find my bird pattern. Oh, it's right in front of me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So take your Sharpie and we're gonna go ahead and trace. So I just want one side of my bird to be this color. So I'm going to cut around the Sharpie here. I'm going to cut it so like I can't see a lot of my black Sharpie lines. So even if it makes it a little bit smaller, that's okay. So I got one side of the bird done like so. And then I'm going to do the other side of the bird a different color that's similar, I think. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use this color felt because I also think it's really pretty. And then I'm going to, I guess I don't really need to flip it. I'm going to go ahead, no, I can flip it. I'll flip my bird pattern so I have it on like the good side and the bad side. And I'm putting them off to the side like this, like close to the edge, so I'm not cutting a big shape out right in the middle, just in case I want to use this felt for something else later, or if you want to make like another bird. You should have enough fabric or felt in your bag for at least 2 to 3 birds. Now that I have these 2 pieces cut out like so, I can go ahead and glue these guys together. But before I do that, I need to line them up here. And then I'm going to take my paper clip and then I'm going to be putting it inside the bird here like this and gluing it. So this is how it's going to go inside your book. So I'm gonna move this here. And then this will take a little bit of time to glue and keep in place, but I'm just gonna line this up. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do it actually on just this piece of paper here so I can pick it up and move it off to the side in a minute so I can keep working on other things while this is taking place. I'm just gonna like slather some like this glue onto my bird here. And then I'm going to take the other side of this and do the same thing, just put a bunch of glue all over it. And then honestly, I need to put something over top of it. Ooh, if I push too much, the glue comes through a little bit, so I don't want to push too hard. But it'll be alright, because I'm going to put this feather and everything over top of it in a minute, so. And if it gets any spots, it'll just look like spots on a bird. Okay. So I'm going to leave that off to the side, and while that's drying, I'm going to do a green base here. So now I got the wing, and I'm going to line it up. I like how that looks. I'm going to trim this a little bit, like right here though, and trim this like that, and then flip this over again, and then just put a little bit of glue on the back of this wing here, like so. So then you're going to take the whatever wing that you have and line it up and place it just like that. Alright, that looks good. And then I want just another color to make it pop, because it looks good, but I just want something else on the wing. So what I'm going to do is take my other wing here on my paper and cut it out real quick. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make a smaller section of the wing, kind of like a layered like parrot version. So I'm just going to take this and just try to like cut it so you can like line it up and see kind of what you're doing. I think that'll be pretty good. So take whatever color you want next. And then you can either wait for it to dry, keep adding stuff, or just make some designs all over it. Oh, I forgot, duh, I gotta do the beak. But now I can go ahead and add all my cool designs if I want to. Alright guys, so I have my little bird bookmark done. I keep wanting to say my bird thing, but yes, this is what mine looks like. That it's done. It's not dry yet, but I think it looks really cool. I'm actually pretty excited to use it as a bookmark. And then maybe later, if I get free time, I might make another one with all this extra really pretty fall felt that I have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this craft and it was really relaxing for you. And we will see you again next month.